Hey guys, this is Mama B coming at you today, and I just wanted to just share something that I think would encourage each and every one of you out there today. I get, like I said, lots of emails from a lot of you out there, just sharing your issues, your concerns, your problems, no matter what it's dealing with. Mama B always try to give you the wisdom that I feel God gives to me, and I'm sure many of you, there's a lot of hurting people out here today. But I wanted to just share something that I think would bless each and every one of you today. Mama B just want to share something. One thing about me, when I feel like I'm going through some issues or going through some turbulent times, I do a lot of praying. I do a lot of getting in the Word of God, and I do a lot of having a real relationship with God. But one of the things I've also found out, and I try to tell all of the young people, keep a journal. Write in your journal the things that's going on in your life, whether good, bad, ugly, indifferent, or it doesn't matter. It's what's on your heart at the time. And I find that what I have been sharing with a lot of people through the emails that I think would be a blessing. Some of y'all have some uh, dynamic stories, dynamic journeys, things that have happened in your life from the time maybe that you were growing up. And I'm going to say this because I want this to get out to everyone. Thank y'all, because I do have many of you that do follow me. But I want to just share this with you. To those of you that follow me here on Facebook and YouTube, I just want to say this. With all the things that's going on in your life, start writing it down on paper. And as you write it down on paper, start putting it out there. What do I mean? What you may be going through may be a blessing to help someone else that's also going through the same thing that you are going through. Um, Go ahead and write that book. I mean, with many of you, with your lives and some of the things that you've gone through, put it on paper. And I hear so many people talk about how expensive it is to write books. Honey, it is so much easier to write books today. There's Blurb out there, there's Lulu out there. You have total control over your own product. And I'm going to tell you something. Write that story. Put all those things that's going on in your life and the things that you went through from the time, many of you that you were growing up as little kids, young people. Put it on paper. Write a book. I mean, what I've done, I don't know if many of you can see this, but I want to share this. I've written 5 books now, um, and I am so happy with my results, because when you write from the depths of your soul and not how people want you to write, but write from your own experiences and your life, it comes on the paper so much better. Um, what I did, here's a book I wrote. I don't know if many of you can see it. It's called The Ghosts of My Past. And what it is, let me see. Many of you, let me show you this here. Right. And what it is, it's just some of the stories that my grandmother would tell our family, about how it was for her when she was growing up in the South. And many of you out there, you have stories that you can share, maybe that your grandmother or somebody have told you. And I'm going to tell you, you take what those grandparents or different ones have given you and put it in a book form. I mean, I found it so amazing. You would be so surprised if some of you that have grandparents and great aunts and great uncles, you talk to them about their lives. Talk to them about how it was for them when they were growing up. And that's why I thank God for celebration of generations, which I started, which I go in and kind of let people just tell their story. Just talk about how life was for them. What made them marry granddaddy. Why did you marry granddaddy? What was so special about granddaddy, that attracted grandmommy to granddaddy? And a lot of times I always say to young people, if you find out from your grandparents about your parents, then you'll understand why your parents sometimes act the way they do and say, hey, the light bulb will go off, boop. That's why mommy acts the way she does. But I just love coming to y'all, and I just wanted to share that because many of you have concerns and issues, and I just love, giving you the wisdom that I believe God does give to me, and the encouragement, and to lift you up and build you up and inspire many of you. But honey, let me tell you, a lot of times if you put it on paper, you reach back down and help those other young people, the other generation that's coming behind you, that will be able to influence and encourage and build and give them a foundation to build on. So I wanted to just shoot that out there to y'all today. The book is available if you want it. I do have it in a CD form, and it does have pictures. What you see here is actually my grandmother. This is really my grandmother here, my cousin Dolly, my cousin Stevie. They're all grown now, and my cousin Margie. So, hey, I just wanted to just kick that out there to y'all. Many times people don't know really what to do with their time, and sometimes we sit and mope with our problems and things that's going on. Because believe me, honey, there's a lot of hurting people out here today. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to say this to each and every one of you, honey, get up. You cannot cry over yesterday's mistakes. Okay, so you messed up. Hey, move on. Today is a new day. Today is the beginning of a new beginning for you, and just go ahead and walk in your destiny, honey, and do the things that you know is right. One thing I find, if you do the things that you know is right, you don't have to worry about all this other stuff, because let me tell you, when you do what's right, God always blesses it. He always blesses it. But Mama B always come at you to try to encourage you anyway. And I just want to share with each and every one of you out there, keep the emails coming. It's been such a blessing. It blesses my heart to be able to share. But I would like to encourage each and every one of you out there. Go ahead, honey. Write that book. Put all the hurt and the pains and all the things that you have gone through, your trials and your tests, the things that have hurt you in life. Put it on paper, honey. And I'm going to tell you, you'd be so surprised. By the time you finish it and you make your book, it's worth reading. And you never know. Maybe Tyler Perry might pick it up and do a movie. You never know, honey. So until next time, hey, this is Mama B coming at you, saying I love all of y'all out there. And you got a question? Go on and give a shout out to Mama B. She'll certainly go ahead and give you some of her wisdom. And as always, peace. I'm out.